Right, good morning people. Welcome back to the channel. Just after 7 o'clock here in the morning. Getting ready to take some cattle to market because we're at that time of year now where we're getting rid of fat cattle and not wanting to house stuff, so we come in to take heifers that didn't get in calf and also 5 of the green farm platform, or 6 of the green farm platform cows, I think. So Rex is also here getting rid of lambs, so we're sort of all in each other's way. We've got to go find our cows though. Is he going to load off that narrow bit?
Yeah.
Right, find some cows. Right, so we're over at the research farm at Rowden. John's just heading off. He's got 11 cattle on board off to the abattoir. Got 2 here and what will be over there? 10 over there to run back into the shed. Yeah, it's still quite noisy over here. Calves are wanting feeding. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. So John and Phil between them have got the mental age of an 8-year-old, I think. Right, we'll let these cows join their mates here a minute. Come on then, buddies. Well done. Come on. Hey! Go back round there. Come on. Earmuffs.
I know. This shed is the loudest thing
Yeah, mate. All done chasing cattle for the minute, so we'll go back and get on with the morning jobs. We got to scrape out, bed up, and feed up back home. Craig's there, he would have started, so I'll go and give him a hand with all that, and then see what's on for the rest of the day. So just got back to the farm and there is a Halse of Honiton lorry here with our new straw chopper, our new bag handler and our new Muck Grab. So we will we'll go and have a look at all of that in a minute. We'll let him unload it. Fencer's up there scraping out, so I'm guessing Craig's down there giving the straw chopper a blow off or something like that. Old machine going. New machine coming. It is the same machine, but slightly different box, I think. Haven't seen that though, loaded with a crane. And there he is, all on the tractor. It is an identical machine to the one we've just gone away on the lorry, but only difference is a slightly new control box, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Also got those 2 new bits over there. I think they are only single knot. This first bear in the new machine. We figured out the control box after a while. It's a bit different to the other one. You can operate the machines on the outside as long as you've got it set correctly on the box. It's obviously designed to make it safe so that you don't crush yourself or you can't get in there and get the bed moving from the outside or whatever. And we had this set for the outside controls on the box whilst we were trying to use the inside controls. So got it figured out now, so Craig will go and give it a whirl. I had the pressure of loading the first bale into it, but we got alright. We got it in there without dinging it or scratching it or denting it. So that's good. They're ready for Craig when he is done with the one he's got. We've got wheat bales on the front of the clamp there, and then the majority of it is barley straw, which tends to go a little bit further in the bedding. And then obviously we've got all the round bales, but we thought whilst we're trying to get used to the new machine, put a square one in, because they do feed out a little bit easier. So the other two things that we had delivered was a bag lifter for fertilizer and things. So this is it here, it's the Albert bag lifter. It's got these little notches on the end so bags can't slip off. Very simple machine, looks pretty good, so look forward to using that. And then we got ourselves a new Muck Grab. The one that we've got needed a fair bit of work doing to it. It failed its Lola test, and so you might as well just buy a new one instead of putting a lot of money to an old one that's a bit rough. So that's our new Grab. Fencer will take that one out later. He tends to carry all his fencing posts and that sort of thing in him when he goes out. Seems to be doing a very good job. We'll go around the end and shut the gates up so the cows can come out in a minute. Still got plenty of grub here for the time being. John tends to do the feeding. Obviously he's gone away with cattle this morning. There is a bit of grub left in the wagon, so I can spit that out for some of the heifers in a minute. And we'll let him do the feeding when he's back. Some nice bedding now. It's funny, the cows, they seem to love the straw chopper. They'll go and stand underneath it. I guess it gives them a nice back scratch. Bit of a draft coming through this shed at the moment. Right, so Craig's going to keep bedding up for a minute. I've actually weaned off the calves that we had on milk, but obviously they still need their cake in the morning, so we're going to feed the calves the cake, make sure they're all alright, and then carry on with the morning routine work. You might have noticed we got ourselves some new bib and braces. So we've actually had them on order for a long time and they turned up last week. I quite like them, they're very bright. Won't go missing in a hurry. Morning, morning, morning. Tell you what, they are gobbling haylage like it's going out of fashion. Put a new bale there day before yesterday and it's nearly all gone. But got a little bit of creep left here, and then we're going to buy a load in bulk that can feed these and also some of the other animals. So I'll feed these guys a minute. So at the minute each pen get one yellow bucket and one blue bucket of creep. It's not particularly scientific. When the bulk stuff comes, they're going to be on 2 kilos ahead of that, and we're probably going to change them on to hay instead of haylage. Although they are eating the haylage really well, so we'll see. If they do well and they start growing well, then it's fine. They're being TB tested on Monday next week, so we'll weigh them, see how they're doing. And if they're growing well, we'll just keep going as they are, I think. Just had a go with this new machine here. One thing I do like about the control box over the old one is this joystick. We had a load of buttons to do left, right, up and down or whatever, whereas joystick, left, right. Put him in his down position when he's turned off. And then this is, now we know what's going on, this is fairly straightforward, but basically you got your leaf on the top there, so if I operate that one, oh that's your back door, I mean, sorry, that's the back door, up and down. This one here is the leaf, so back, forward, that sort of controls the flow a bit. If you press this one here, that operates the outside functions, so you can now go out and press the buttons on the back of the machine to do your bed and door if you wanted to. This one here turns your bed on, but you've got to have the power shaft running for that to work. And then this one here does your bed speed. So it's all fairly straightforward, just takes a bit of getting used to because it's different from the old one. But I'm sure we'll be fine with it. Right, gotta get out and open a gate. Guessing, hold that one down to turn him off. There you are, easy as that. Right guys, we've got the grain trailer on, we're going combining. I'm obviously joking, we're not going combining. We have got a nice little run out though to Risdon Mill to pick up some barley. Now that the platform cabs are inside, they get a little bit of rolled barley in their winter ration, so Bryce is supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing his dirty work for him. He's got something else on. We're going to head out to Risdon and pick up some barley, take it back to the research farm and tip it out, which isn't the easiest thing to do because you can't actually tip the trailer up in the bay where it goes. So we've got to tip it out just outside and bulldoze it all in with the loader tractor over there. We're in the 6620, so I'm going to use a gear stick and a clutch, which is a bit unusual. I thought I had a car behind me, but perhaps I don't. Don't mind at all, it's a very nice tractor to drive, this is a big 6.6. Big old tyres, rides well on the road, plenty of power, sounds really good, all the important stuff. And it does about 45k, so it isn't slow. Right, we are loaded. 6 ton of barley, 3 shovelfuls, done. Absolutely ginormous bucket on their telehandler here. Right, we have made it back to the yard. Now where we're tipping this barley to isn't really designed as a grain store, it's an isolation shed for an animal if we need one. And that's what we've got, so that's where we're tipping it. It was an opportunistic pheasant. Sat here picking up a little bit off the floor when Phil cleaned it up yesterday. Thought we'll have none of that. But what I'll do is I'll back right in, open the door, and let anything that can fall out at the back. Because then I've got to sort of tip it out here and shovel it in with a loader, which is a bit rubbish, but that's the way it is. There's no denying that this is a bit of a faff. I think I have developed a good technique here whereby I back up to the door, about there somewhere, a bit more maybe, tip the trailer as high as I can without busting the auxiliary boarding. That would not be a good day. Let the grain out, and then I've got a bale there on the massey. Push it all in with, because you can't push it in with the loader, the bucket, because you can't lift the loader up to tip it out. So, looks like we may have emptied the entire load. Oh well. Get on here. There's a little bit stuck to the trailer where it was damp, but use this bale, try and shove that in there nicely. It's not ideal at all. We could really do with a bunker that you could get the tractor in over here to make it a bit easier. that's about as neat as we ever get it. There's 5 ton of barley in there now. Just lock up these gates and head home for dinner. Wasn't a wasted trip though. I did find my other GoPro over here. I must have left it in the Massey when we were sorting all the machinery out over here the other day. Right, let's power on home. She is a beauty. Right there, sheep. Lots of yellow bums, very good. I need to find the shepherd to pass on a message, but it would appear the rams are working well. Lots of yellow bums. The place is quieting down a bit now. The cows have settled in. They're now more interested in eating than they are missing their calves. So, I'll tell you what. Come over to help Rex catch a ram there that's broken its harness. I got it on the floor and it kicked me in the nuts and it got away. So Suzanne, if you're watching, we need to talk about some compensation for your ram. It just kicked me in the nuts. Just come up to some off ground here to check some of the farm sheep. Rex was busy doing some lamb's feet, so I said I'd come up here and do this. They're either in there ahead of me or in another field below me, so I've got to go and find them, but I'll go on foot because I want to make a mess. I won't bother taking the camera because it is starting to rain. All that weather you can see over there looks nasty. It's coming this way. I thought I'd just show you though, I do not fit in Land Rovers. Look, my knees touch the lights, the wipers. They were not built for anyone above about 5'10", I don't think. I don't know why they put a slide on the seat, because there can't be anyone in the world that puts the seat forward in one of these Defenders. But there you are. But I'm going to go check some sheep. Right, found all the sheep. They were all the right way up, and none of them were dead. So that's what Rex told me. He said, make sure they're all the right way up. None of them are dead. So we did that. And make sure the 6 rams are there. So I counted 6 rams. So as far as I can see, we have accomplished sheep farming completely there. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you could give the video a thumbs up, that helps me loads. If you're not already, then please do subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. If you'd like to see what goes on at Northwick on a more day-to-day basis, then check out my other social medias. The links will be in the description below. They'll be on the bottom of the screen now as well. But until next time, guys, thank you very much. Cheerio.